let's look at what is actually a stream. So here we can see it. A stream here is basically a way for us to collect the data here on the left. For this we have a bunch of different collectors that fetch data, acquire data. This can be, going to Amazon or going to SFTP or setting up an HTTP server or calling an API and so on, many different ways. Once we have done that, the data will flow through the stream. It will be processed, so we have a bunch of processors that in different ways manipulate, validate, clean, aggregate the data. And then finally, when we feel comfortable with the data, we have produced like the perfect golden record for the next system downstream, typically a billing system, an ERP system, or an analytics system. Then we have a bunch of forwarders that can distribute these golden records to their preferred destinations. Alright, but let's have a look at what actually goes on for Codeflix. So before diving into the stream, this was like the situation. This is based on an actual story. So the Codeflix company is a video streaming company, just like Netflix or others. They had a niche following. They were only showing really, really bad movies, as we will see. But they were growing nicely until the video streaming market became really saturated and fragmented, and they saw that their flat subscription monthly fee offer didn't really attract many new customers, and also they started churning more and more customers as people started canceling some subscriptions, particularly due to the harsh economic times we're in. So their management team decided to do a workshop on this, and they personally hate to see ads in the middle of their really, really bad movies. So rather than taking the route of companies like Netflix and Disney Plus, who have recently introduced ad-sponsored tiers, pretty much to tackle the same issue, what Codeflix decided to do instead was to introduce a pay-per-view-time tier. So if a subscriber goes to that plan, they only pay for the amount of seconds they have actually watched videos in a given month. If they watch no videos, they don't pay anything, but they remain a customer, a subscriber, and you can still communicate with them and nudge them and hopefully convert them back into a paying subscriber later. That's exactly what this stream does. It implements the pay-per-view time business model. It also does one thing which is interesting, that it classifies and creates nudging messages for users depending on what category they fall in, as we will see. Then we use the very same data flow for something completely different, which is to figure out how much do we pay our content partners to and do settlements with them. And we also use the same data feed again to feed our analytics team with some curated data so that they can immediately take decisions based on.